we wrap, I just wanted to ask what the latest with Slutwalk is. I think it's incredible what you've done, the movement you've created.
Thank you.
Yeah, I feel like it's necessary too. It's just the fact that you're been able to grow it from, you know, and I think I was watching a video and like, how does it feel to be so vulnerable standing in front of all those people and talking? You know, like.
I mean, I'm willing to take all the punches for women's rights. So if I have to be called derogatory labels, or if I have to be at the forefront of talking about abortions, I'll do that. I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with the protesters outside telling us that we're going to hell. Like, I'm cool with all that shit, you know?
When times get tough, you need to get down. No need to look backward, put your feet on the ground. Stand up, stand up.
Welcome to The Fallen State. I'm Jesse Lee Peterson. Thank you so much for being with me. Remember, The Fallen State is now on locals.com. So click the link in the description to support our work. Thank you in advance. And you can also become a member of The Fallen State and support it that way by becoming a member on the YouTube channel. And thank you all so much. I do appreciate it. I have with me Shirley Ju. She is a journalist, on-camera media personality, and the host of the YouTube show, Shirley's Temple. Shirley, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Shirley Temple was an actress, right?
She was. Yeah. She was.
So did you come up with the name that way, or?
Kind of. I mean, if I'm going to be completely honest, we were pitching Shirley's Temple as a mental health series for an Amazon show, and they didn't pick it up, so I just started my own show.
Really?
Yeah, but it was more so going to be like Shirley's Temple, like, you know, mental health, wellness, just really taking care of your mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I noticed that most of your interviews are with entertainers. Mm-hmm. And why entertainers?
Well, I would say definitely hip hop was my first love, so that's kind of how I got my career started, was interning at Hip Hop DX and kind of just growing from there. So I would say, you know, my first on-camera interview was Ty Dolla $ign back in 2014. So I feel like hip hop is my first love. So naturally, I was able to interview artists in that space, but I don't interview just rappers.
Right.
I've had Ricky Williams on my show. I've had The Professor on my show, Deshaun Jackson. So I love athletes. I love actors. You know, it's definitely not limited to just hip hop.
Right. You, before starting your show, you were a freelance media person.
Yeah, I still am.
Oh, you still are?
Yeah, freelance journalism. It's definitely a tough grind, but yeah.
And why is it tough?
Man, if anyone out there understands freelance life, you know, you can have a week, a great month, or you can have a really, really slow week, slow month. So as a freelancer, you have to pitch to editors, and a lot of times they say no. So it's a tough grind, to be honest.
Is it hard to receive a no? How do you feel?
Oh yeah, I'm like the worst ever. I don't take no's well at all. So I definitely would say I'm a go-getter and a hustler. So that's actually why I started my show, because I was sick of getting told no. So I was like, you know what? It was the beginning of COVID. Yeah, I wanted to call the shots. I was just sick of getting no's for people I really wanted to interview.
Yeah, and so I saw where you said you're surprised that your show is taking off so well because you did it as a result of getting so many no's.
Yeah.
And why are you surprised it's doing so well, your show?
Why am I surprised?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised. Did I say I was surprised?
Well, on one of your podcasts, it says something like, I forgot. But
okay, I do joke that, like, is anyone even watching? I joke about that because YouTube is a tough grind. I will say that. YouTube is hard. But to be honest, I've worked my ass off for like 10, 12 years, so if anything, I'm just grateful that people trust me to come on my show, because I've had everyone from Amber Rose to Black China, G-Eazy, you know, Mozzie, Trippie Redd, YBM Namir. So I've had a lot of big people on, and I'm just grateful that they trust me.
I've had Amber Rose on this show as well.
Okay.
What is it like talking to her?
Oh, I love
What was
her.
it like?
Yeah, to be honest, we've always had a lot of mutual friends, so I knew that we would vibe. I really just fuck with her aesthetic, just what she stands for.
Right.
And I think she's a very positive person. I think she has a great influence too. So, yeah.
So you
and
like what she stands for?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And she used to hold those slut
Slutwalks.
walks.
Mm-hmm.
Is she still a slut?
Is she still a slut? No. She has kids now.
Oh,
she
she
definitely
does?
isn't a slut.
So she's
yeah.
no longer a slut.
The slut walk is the opposite of what you would think it is. It's to empower women to be proud of their sexuality and not let that, it's to, what's the word? It's to break down the negative stigma, I would say. I mean, it's meant to empower women, not shut them down.
So how they empower by saying that they're sluts?
They're not saying they're sluts, but they're I think in touch with their sexuality.
What does that mean?
That means they're confident with who they are, and they don't feel the need to have to hide, I guess, the body they're given. I'm not sure. I don't know.
So you don't really know what they want.
Well, I know it's a positive thing. I know it's to empower women, and I'm all for that.
Would you ever participate in a rally called slut movement?
I'm not big on big crowds of people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't go to festivals. I don't really go to big shows anymore. I'm 32, so I'm very low key now.
Oh yeah.
So you won't find me at even the protest. That was too much energy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're 32.
I'm 32.
Really?
Yeah.
I know you've heard this. You don't look 32.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, to be honest. I just turned 32. I'm kind of freaking out. Yeah.
How long have you been 32?
I just turned 32 in January.
Really?
Yeah.
And so, do you like being 32?
It's scary. I think every year, I have this phobia of aging, if that's a thing. Every year I freak out because death is like a concept I haven't fully grasped.
Right.
So, but I think at the same time, just being surrounded by peers that are in their 30s, they say it's the best years of your life. So I'm really trying to walk in that,
Would you like to are you married now?
No.
Would you like to be married, have children?
No.
You don't want to get married, have children?
I mean, maybe down the line, but that seems so far in the future.
Really? But you're 32.
I know, you don't gotta say it like that. Damn, I know. It's scary. I know, I heard at 35 it's like the cutoff age. But
Yeah, women's time kind of run out real fast, right? It
yeah,
runs
I'm
out.
a little scared, but I don't know. Giving birth is scary to me.
It is?
Yeah.
But you've never done it.
I know, but like the thought of it, like pushing a baby out of your vagina is just like, whoa. I don't know.
So you are afraid of getting old?
Yeah, is that a thing? Is that a phobia?
Yeah.
I think it's a thing. I'm
Because
very scared.
Death is just a word. There's no meaning to it.
Yeah.
So, and you're afraid
Death
of...
is just a word. There's no meaning.
Right.
I disagree.
No, it's just a word. If you think of the word death and don't put any meaning to it,
It's just a word.
It's
Okay.
just a word.
Yeah, but then where do we go when we die?
it all depends on how you die.
What?
Yeah.
How does it depend on how you die?
If you die a free person, if we leave this earth a free person, you will live to be free. But if you die a person enslaved, you will be enslaved forever
How are you enslaved?
in your own mind.
Oh, that's deep.
Yeah. It's
Very
in the
deep.
mind, it's not real.
Okay,
Amazing, huh?
that's deep. I'm not gonna lie. It's very deep.
Yeah. And so you don't want to get married right now?
I got a lot going on, so that's a little not in the picture right now.
Right. At some point, you want to get married, though?
I don't know. I'm not really pressed about it.
Or you're not?
Yeah.
And what type of man you like?
A good man.
And what's
A good man with morals.
And what's a good man with morals?
Just, a good person. I feel like, yeah, a good person. A good heart.
Good heart.
Yeah.
And are you a good person?
I would think so. I strive to be.
And so are you?
Yeah. I strive to be.
And are you?
I strive to be.
Are you a good person?
Are you a good person?
No human being is good.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's why
But I think if you attempt to be good, that's still.
it would never work.
Oh,
You can't attempt to be good. Either you are or you're not.
interesting. All right.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And so, and how would you recognize a good moral man? Have you ever dated?
Yeah, I have a boyfriend.
You have a boyfriend?
I do.
Is he black?
He is. Why do people assume that my boyfriend is black? Serious question.
Because you like hip hop.
I know, but that's very stereotypical.
What do you mean?
Oh, just because I like hip hop, my boyfriend's black?
Yeah.
All right.
Because most of the time, there are exceptions to the rule. When you find non-black women that are into hip hop, it's because they like black guys.
Interesting.
Have you noticed that?
I try not to judge races, to be honest.
I know,
Yeah.
but you can notice it without judging it.
I guess I haven't noticed.
Have you? You're Asian.
I am.
Have you ever dated an Asian man?
No, I think of my brother, so I don't really. Yeah, I'm not too much into Asian men. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, I had a tough upbringing, so I was never close to my parents, so I kind of resisted my culture a lot.
Oh.
So I think that has something to do with it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Without being too personal, can you give me an example of a tough upbringing?
Well, you know, in China, they grew up thinking it's okay to beat your children's ass. So just growing up in America, I was just like, F this. So I just rebelled. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I was very angry. So that's how I fell in love with hip hop. I put on the Eminem show and was just like an angry child.
Oh, so that kind of explains it too, because when you're angry like that, you try to get away from
Yeah.
your parents and go to
Yeah, I
another.
rebelled, man. I was wild.
Really?
Drinking, smoking at 14, like popping fizzles. I'm from the Bay Area, so
Oh,
yeah, we grew up to the hyphy movement.
yeah.
Yeah, so it was crazy early.
Really?
So now I don't party at all. I'm just,
You totally calm down.
yeah, I just smoke weed now.
You just smoke weed?
Yeah.
No pills or drinking or anything?
No, I did drop acid recently and it was great, but
You dropped acid recently?
yeah, we went to Joshua Tree. It was great.
Joshua Tree? Mm-hmm. And what did that feel like to be on acid?
So I used to rave a lot. So I used to do acid like back in college. It's just such a happy feeling. I feel like it just makes you happy and elated and just, you know, you see the world in a different lens, I feel like.
Oh, I see.
And I think it really opens your creativity. You've ever done shrooms or acid?
No. I think when I was in my 20s, one time I was at a party and they convinced me to do window pane.
Oh, what is that?
It's a little acid that's on a little thin piece of paper. I
Oh,
think.
okay, interesting.
And you put it on your tongue, it melts on the tongue,
Yeah.
and then everything starts moving.
Oh, wow.
I saw a brick. It was a frog made out of stone, and it started moving.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, oh my god! And that's the last time I did that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And that's the same effect you get.
Yeah, I was seeing crazy shit. Yeah, I couldn't move. It was great.
It
Yeah,
was great.
yeah,
Really?
yeah. You know, I feel like I don't party anymore, so I just really wanted to feel something.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it was great.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I love acid.
Really?
Yeah. Did you see recently that Diplo ran the LA Marathon on acid?
No.
That, I was like, wow, props to him. Like, that's incredible. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And so you have your own brand of weed?
So THC Design gave me my own strain, Shirley's Temple, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And what does it mean, strain?
Just like a weed strain, so yeah.
It's good? Mm-hmm. And you smoke every day?
Not, maybe. I'm not as heavy of a smoker as people think. I usually work, so I work a lot. I
Right.
usually smoke at night if
At
if
night?
anything.
Your boyfriend, how does he feel about you smoking?
Oh,
and-
he smokes more than me.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's great.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you obey him?
What does obey him mean?
Like, do you know how he The man is over the woman, right?
I disagree. Why would I gotta? Why does the man have to be over the woman?
Because if men don't guide women, then our old women go out of control.
What you mean?
Like, you know how women make illogical decisions? They're
Okay.
very emotional. But if they had a man to guide them, they're more.
I think women control men more, but
They do. It's unfortunate.
oh, okay.
Do you control your boyfriend?
I don't control nobody. I don't think anybody should control anyone. I think it's a mutually loving relationship where no one has to control anyone.
If your boyfriend said to you, okay, starting today, you have to obey me,
Why would I gotta obey him?
would you obey him?
No. Why does it have to be an obey thing?
Because that's the order of life.
I disagree.
Do you believe women are equal to men?
Yeah.
What?
You don't?
No.
I'm out of here. No, I'm just kidding.
How are they equal to men? In what way?
I think we're all equal. Why does one gender have to have precedence over the other?
But how are women equal to men?
Because we're all human.
No.
Why does gender matter?
Because women are weak and men are strong. I know they're weak today.
How
the men
are women
also.
weak?
Because they're emotional.
Just because we're emotional, we're weak?
Yeah. Emotion. An emotional person is a weak person.
Interesting.
Isn't that true?
I mean, I don't think anything's wrong with having emotions.
What's right with it?
We all have emotions. We're all human.
But what's right with it, though?
What's wrong with it?
No, what's right with
What's
it?
wrong with it?
Emotional people, they don't make right decisions. They tend to follow others. They overreact and that kind of stuff.
I think you could work on it though.
But that's what's wrong with it. So
Okay.
tell me what's good about emotions.
You can express yourself. I don't know.
So you do a lot of work with people about mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what is mental health?
Whew, that's a good question. It's your mental state. It's your well-being. It's how you operate. That's a good question. I wonder if you look it up. Can someone look it up? I don't know. But it's your mental state. I've struggled with depression, anxiety my whole life. So
You have?
yeah. So those issues and those disorders are real, very real to me. And I have a very soft spot for people that also suffer.
And so what does it feel like to be mentally ill?
When I was in the thick of it,
yeah.
it feels like you don't want to be here on this earth. It feels like you're not worthy. It feels like, everything is a struggle. Getting
Really?
through the day is a struggle. Yeah.
Wow. And what caused mental illness?
I definitely think it's environmental. Going back to my parents, just my upbringing. But also I think it's genetics too. But I would definitely say it's environmental.
And when you say environmental, what does that mean?
What you're surrounded with, how you deal with situations, your reality.
So your parents were mentally ill as well?
Oh, I'm not sure about that. In China, they never really had like depression and anxiety stuff. So I don't
They didn't?
I don't think so. So I think to them it was like, what's wrong with you? So yeah.
And so did you grow up in China or America?
Oh, here, I was born here.
Oh, but you go over there sometime to visit?
No, my parents are just Chinese. But they're very traditional Asian parents. So that's the only reason I'm bringing it up.
Do they know you're dating a black guy?
Nope.
They don't know it?
Nope, that's definitely gonna be awkward. Yeah.
And why?
Because I feel like my parents are racist. They definitely, want me to marry an Asian dude. My brother, his fiance is Asian. She's like their perfect match. But yeah.
How do they feel, your brother and his fiance feel about you dating a black guy?
My brother knows me, so I feel
doesn't
like
bother- he's not bothered by it.
If anything, it's just gonna be really awkward at the wedding when they find out that my boyfriend's black. It's gonna be real awkward, but it's okay.
And so you plan to marry this guy one day?
Oh, I don't know. We not there yet. It's been very rocky, so we're just trying to figure it out.
So it's been very rocky between the two of you?
Yeah, just we figured out communication was key, and we haven't been communicating, but we're working on it. Yeah, we definitely love each other. It's just a lot of, I feel like too, my industry can be a lot, so.
Yeah. So do you believe if you were to obey him?
Why do I gotta obey my boyfriend? That's what I'm trying to figure.
That way it would be rocky.
Why
because
do I
you
have to
would
obey him? No, I'm against this.
Really?
I am putting my foot down. Why do I have to obey my boyfriend?
Because if not, it's never going to work.
Obey like what? What do I have to obey?
Him.
Like what though?
Let's say he say, you can't, you went to the store, right? And you wanted to buy some candy. I know you probably don't eat a lot of candy, but candy.
I love candy. That's
Oh, you
like
do?
the number one thing I do eat.
Really?
Yeah, it's terrible.
And let's say he say, you can't eat candy. You can't buy it.
I
Don't buy
I
it.
wish he would say that. I've been trying to stop eating candy for like 10 years now.
Really?
Yeah, I would love to obey that. Next.
Why do you think he hasn't told you no candy?
He eats candy too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he a beta or alpha?
I don't know what the that means. What does that mean?
A weak man or a strong man?
I would assume strong.
You would assume, but what's reality?
I think he's strong.
Well, why haven't he made you stop eating candy then?
I don't. Why does he have to tell me to stop eating candy?
You need him to tell you to stop. You just said it.
I don't need him to do nothing.
But you said, I wish he would tell me to stop eating.
I mean, he eats candy too, so I don't think. Yeah.
Right. So I want to go back to the mental illness. Are there a lot of people who are mentally ill now?
Yeah.
Why didn't we see this in the good old days? When I was growing up, mental illness, it existed a little bit, but people knew why. And why is there so many young people mentally ill?
Honestly, I think it has a lot to do with just like technology. Social media has made it to where everyone compares themselves. Yeah, I think technology and social media is a terrible thing for kids. I think they're being exposed super early on to things that they shouldn't be when they should be being present in life.
That's definitely having a part in it.
Yeah, so yeah, if I ever have children, I'm definitely not going to give them an iPad, for sure, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. So when you get married, if you get married, when you get married, will
If.
you invite your parents to your wedding?
We're not going to think about that. We're not going to think about that. We're not going to think about that. I don't know about that. So intense. So intense.
It is.
It's like, yeah, I'm repairing my relationship with my parents right now. So
Oh, you are?
once that happens, we could talk. But right now, I'm just trying to be in the same room as them. So
Right.
yeah.
So do they ever come visit you?
Yeah.
Oh, they
it's
do?
a lot better now. We'll go to dinners and stuff, but
Do they live here or still?
they're in the Bay.
Oh, they live here in this country.
Yeah.
So what would happen if you forgave them for what they did
I'm
wrong?
working on that. I think it's mostly me and my dad are cool, but my mom is the tough one.
Yeah.
Cause she's just so out of pocket sometimes. Cause I don't know, it just be a lot. I'm working on that. I have to forgive myself first, so.
Have you noticed you're just like your mother?
Yeah, it's terrible. My brother tells me all the time.
Yeah.
It literally pisses me off when he says that to me.
It does, because you never wanted to be like your mother.
Exactly, yeah.
Are you surprised you became like the person you hate?
I mean, I have my degree in social work, so we learn about that shit. Yeah, it's whatever.
So are you surprised you became like her?
No.
Do you want to overcome her?
Yeah,
Forgive her.
I know, I have to.
Just say, hey, Mom, I'm sorry for resenting you.
Right.
And I realize now, because I become like you, I can't help myself.
Right.
So I realize you can't help yourself, and I'm sorry for judging you.
Right.
And then you'll be free.
I do need to be free so that when I die, I can be free, right?
Right. And plus, this thing you call mentally illness, it would disappear forever
Just by forgiving my
by
mom?
forgiving. Because you are judging her by resenting her, so you're living in your imagination.
Right.
And you listen to thoughts and feelings, and they're not real, but they're coming from hate.
Interesting.
But if you forgive her, God will forgive you, and He will take her identity away from you, because you become like what you hate, right? He will take her identity away from you, and you will have a clear mind.
Thank you.
And it's going to be hard to forgive her, but don't ask for forgiveness. You just apologize. She couldn't help herself. Her
Right.
mother screwed her up like that. She became like her mother. And if
I
you,
loved my grandma.
but your mama doesn't love mom.
No, but my grandma was so chill. There's no, she wasn't.
But not to your mother. Your mother resent her.
My mom loves her.
She resents her
How do you know this?
because she became like her mother as you became like your mother.
No,
And
I
if
feel like
you
my grandma
had
wasn't like my
kids,
mom
you'd
at
do
all.
the same thing to your mother, to your children.
See, I don't want kids because of that. I ain't trying to pass none of this shit down. That shit is wild.
But forgive
Do you have
your,
kids?
But yeah, forgive
many
your
kids?
mother. I have one son,
Okay.
2 grandkids,
Oh, wow.
2 great grandkids.
Oh, wow.
My granddaughter's married, so 2 great grandkids.
Wow.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
So listen, if you forgive your mother, you go free and you would never have mental depression because it's not mental illness, it's spiritual illness. That's what it is. And,
Okay.
and evil make a home in your mind, and all thoughts are all lies all the time. You believe in thoughts and feelings, and if thoughts and feelings are evil. Have you noticed that? You have to think that way before you can feel that way. Have you noticed that? Forgive your mother, you would never think that way again.
Got you.
So I want to, will you forgive her?
I'm going to try. It's not that easy. I wish it
know.
was that easy. But...
You're going to shake in your boots, but it'll be the last time you shake.
Okay.
And don't expect her to apologize or anything. You forgive her and God will forgive you.
Got you.
Are you a Christian?
I grew up, man, they put me in a Christian private school all throughout high school, but yeah, kind of was I've been through it all, but I don't believe in Christianity. I don't believe in that anymore.
You don't believe in what?
I want to say God, but that's a little intense.
So what?
Oh,
You
I
say
don't.
God-
I
you
just
want-
like, I don't, the more I like think about just like the Bible and stuff, I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah, but
Why-
I grew up to it, you know.
And why don't you like the Bible?
It just seems so fabricated.
In what way?
Like, it's just fabricated. I don't know.
Give me an example if you can.
I mean, Jesus walked on water. What the f? Like, why? I just, yeah. And like the stories were just like seeing miracles and shit. I've never seen a miracle, so.
You haven't?
No, have you?
You want to see one?
I mean, that would have solidified my faith early on, I think. I think I was always the only one that never saw a miracle, you know. Yeah.
Do you want to see one?
Yeah.
Forgive your mother, you'll see a miracle happen in
Oh, wow.
you. A miracle will
Deep.
happen.
Deep.
It really will.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that's true.
So you don't believe in God either?
I used to. You know, I've been baptized and all of that, but I think now I just more believe in the universe and good karma and just, you know,
Right.
spirituality in that sense.
Do you believe there's good and evil?
Yeah.
And so wouldn't good come from God?
Well,
What
why
is-
does it have to come from God?
Where else would it come from?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You haven't thought about these things, right?
No.
And why not?
I don't know. Religion has just turned me off for a long time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Amazing. There are, do you believe, so you believe men and women are equal?
Yeah. Why is this such a foreign concept to you?
Why is what a foreign concept?
That women and men are equal.
I don't see how that's possible
Why do you feel like men are superior?
because of the order of life. Men over women, women over children. And if you notice when men are not leading the woman, everything, look at the country going to hell in a handbasket as men are allowing women to run things.
I got a problem with all this.
What's your problem?
Why is the world going to hell? Because I feel like more women should be stepping up in leadership roles regardless.
Why?
Why not?
Because, for an example, you came from the Bay Area. When women took over the Bay, didn't it go to hell in a handbasket, crime and drugs?
I don't remember when did women take over the Bay?
Don't they have a female mayor and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, I'm not sure about
The
that.
city council, female, it's a mess.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a mess.
Okay.
You haven't been there in a while?
No, not really. I've been
Oh.
in LA for the past 10 years.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So you believe they're equal?
Yeah.
All right. So they're in women's sports. Men are pretending that they're women, and they're participating in women's sport. You're aware of that, right? And they just had a swimming match or something happened where the guy said that he's a woman and he's competing in the women's sport and he's beating them out. Should men participate in women's sport?
Should men? What's a women's sport?
Swimming, basketball.
How is basketball a women's sport?
You have women that play basketball.
Yeah.
And it's all women.
Yeah.
That's a women's sport. Women's sport.
Should
men play with women in their sport?
if they want to, I guess. I don't know.
Do you know that men are playing and swimming and they're pretending? You know that
They're pretending?
You know that there are men who are pretending to be women, right?
I mean, transgenders?
Right.
Yeah.
You know that they're pretending to be women, right? The transgender men. Should the transgender men be allowed to participate, compete against women in their sport as a woman?
I don't think that's up to me to judge.
No, not judge, just observation.
Observation. I mean, why not? If they feel that they are a woman, more power to them. Yeah.
And so in the women's sport, the guy beat him out, right? Mm-hmm. And there's one woman that would normally beat, she's losing against the man. She's mad about it. Should she be angry about that?
I don't know. If I'm competitive, I might be a little mad, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Should women be allowed to play men's sports?
See, that I feel like it's a little blurry there because men can be a little more rough. So I would hate for a woman to get hurt along the way.
That's more proof that women are not equal to men. Uh-huh.
No, I'm just looking out like,
Right.
because men should never hit a woman.
Why not?
That's just f***ed up.
What? Why?
Why should a man hit a woman?
To protect himself.
Oh man, this is a lot.
What do you mean?
I just disagree with your viewpoints.
Why?
That you think a man should hit a woman?
Should a woman hit him? Yes, I do.
I don't think violence is the answer to anything.
No, in protection, he's self-defense. Let's say a woman he shouldn't just go around hitting her just for no reason.
Yeah.
But let's say that should women hit men?
No.
Right. So if a woman should hit a man, shouldn't he smack her back?
No.
Why not?
Because she's a girl.
Well, she doesn't know that.
But I just think that's unfair.
So if a woman smack a man, what should he do?
He probably deserved it, to be honest.
What?
Yeah, you want to play this game? Let's go.
And doesn't she deserve to be smacked back if she should hit
No,
him?
she's a girl. Guys should not hit girls.
But girls should hit guys?
I never said that. No.
But if they do, the guy should smack her back?
No.
Why not?
Because guys shouldn't hit girls.
Why?
Because it's just that's just unfair.
Well, how?
Because girls are tender and beautiful creatures that should not be hit.
But don't they know that before they hit the man, that they can't handle it?
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I have no idea.
So if she smacked him one time, for example, and he smacked her back, wouldn't that send a loud message, you can't be treating me this way, just stop?
I don't think the guy should ever hit the girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even to protect himself against it?
No, what is he protecting?
He's a human being just as she is.
Right.
And no one should treat each other that way.
Yeah, violence is never the answer.
Right.
That's what I think.
Have you ever smacked a guy?
Have I?
Oh, yeah, I can
I
tell.
don't think so.
No, you have.
I'm not a violent person. I will cuss a bitch out though. I will curse a bitch out, but no,
Really?
I don't smack. Yeah.
Are black women jealous of you being with a black man?
I don't think so. No.
When you're walking around with them and they see you, they don't roll their eyes?
I don't notice. No.
Really?
I don't think I've ever come across that. No.
Oh, you haven't? You don't pay attention to it, or you just haven't seen it?
Both.
Oh, good. Yeah, you shouldn't pay attention to that. If they have a
Yeah.
problem with it, it's their issue, not yours.
Yeah.
That's right. I want to ask, have you noticed that when you were, I guess you're still a lot depressed and going through that stuff, did you go see a therapist? Mm-hmm. And were they able to help you?
Sometimes. I was on antidepressants for a long time, so that helped. But I do think therapy helps just to get out, stuff that you have internalized.
But it doesn't solve the problem. Have you noticed?
No, you gotta find it within yourself.
Yeah, you got to overcome that anger. Really. Once that anger is a spiritual thing.
Right.
Once that disappears, you'll be fine.
Right.
You really will. And I've noticed that people with degrees are dumb.
Okay.
They offer you medication for spiritual issues.
Okay.
Have you noticed that? You haven't
People
noticed?
with degrees are dumb, you
Yeah.
said? Why are they dumb?
Because they're intellectual, but they don't have any common sense. Anybody that offers you medication for a spiritual issue, don't you think that's dumb?
It's interesting because my boyfriend doesn't believe in Western medication, but
Yeah.
I do think sometimes it can help.
In what way?
Just sometimes your brain chemicals are wired a little differently. So it can help balance out, I don't know.
But if you notice that in all of your therapy sessions and all the stuff they've been doing, nothing has worked for you.
Yeah, I had to find it within myself.
Yeah.
For sure.
And what does that mean to find it within yourself?
Just doing everything to protect my mental health, going to hot yoga, meditating, just positive affirmations.
So when you talk to people about mental health issues, do you give them advice or you just listen to their stories?
Both.
And what
I
type-
like to ask what they do for their mental health
Yeah.
and what they do for self-care,
And what do
because I
most-
think that's important.
What do most people do?
A lot of them smoke weed, massages, just taking time for themselves. A lot of them meditate, I would say.
They
I think
meditate?
someone that has a strong mental state, most of them do meditate.
Do you meditate?
I try. I have ADD, so it's definitely not easy. So I'm trying. Baby steps, baby steps.
And what's ADD?
Attention deficit disorder.
And what is that?
It means you have a hard time focusing and paying attention.
Really?
Yeah.
And so when you try to meditate, it's hard to sit there?
Yeah, my thoughts go crazy.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do 5 minutes. That's even hard.
Are your thoughts your own?
Yeah.
Your thoughts your own?
Yeah, well, who else would they be?
Do you create thoughts?
Yeah, don't we all?
How do you create them?
In your head?
How?
You just
Tell
think?
me the steps to create a thought.
I don't know. It just comes to my head.
It comes to your head.
It comes to my head, yeah.
So if it comes to your head, why do you think you're creating it?
Because it's from my experiences. It's from my life experiences.
Where do they come from?
I don't know. You tell me. I want to know.
You do?
Yeah.
But you said you created them, right? But you can't tell me how you created them.
I feel like they're all inspired by what you live, right? Your life experiences.
But if they coming from somewhere else, that means you're not creating them.
I don't know the answer.
Well, what do you think about that? If they're coming from somewhere else, that means you are not creating them, right? Because if you created them, they would start with you, right?
Okay.
Is that true?
I don't know.
Have you ever thought about that? Mm-mm. So you never wonder, if I create thoughts, why don't I have all good thoughts? When you create all good thoughts for yourself, peaceful thoughts,
So who creates the thoughts?
your daddy, the devil.
My what?
Your daddy, the devil.
I don't like devil talk. Yikes.
Why not?
Oh, I just think it just seems like why are we even giving that energy?
Because you got to see it for what it is, then it'll disappear.
Oh, okay.
But if you think it's your own, you're giving it life. What's important to you?
Inner peace, serenity, my dog, happiness, serenity for sure.
And what is happiness?
Just being okay, honestly.
Yeah.
Not even happiness, just being okay.
So are you happy now?
I feel like I'm the most happy I've been, for sure.
And ever?
Yeah,
And you're 30 years old, right?
32.
32. That's a sad way to live, huh?
What's
For
that?
32 years, unhappy, and now you're finally somewhat finding it.
I mean, I had to live through a lot of life experiences, but yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
A lot of young people living that way. Have you ever had like suicidal thoughts and all
Yeah.
that?
That was in high school, though.
Oh,
I mean, in college, but Yeah, I've grown a lot from that.
I'm sorry?
I've grown a lot from that.
Good, good. How about politics? Are you involved in politics?
Nope, don't ask me nothing. I don't know shit. I do not know anything about politics.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't pay attention at
Nah,
all?
I'm way too busy just working to care about politics.
Do you vote?
Ooh, don't put me on the spot like that. I'm pretty sure my roommate voted for me one year, but that was a long time ago. I live alone now, but yeah, no, I don't.
You don't vote either. What's it like not to be involved in politics? Because politics affect all of us.
I know, that's true. To be honest, it's so dark to me. So I don't really, yeah, it's just very dark to me.
It is. It's real dark now.
Yeah.
Especially now.
What's going on right now?
The Democrats are fighting with the Republicans. Republicans fighting with the Democrats. Everybody want to be in control. Everybody want to control the people. It's a mess
Damn. Where's that happening?
all over the country,
Oh,
especially
okay.
in Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay.
It's a mess.
What are you?
As far as my voting, conservative,
Are you Democrat or Republican?
Republican.
Okay.
When I was into the black thing, I used to be Democrat. You know how all black people are into most, not all, but Democrats, right?
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know that?
No,
How about your boyfriend?
I've never asked him.
He doesn't. You don't know if he Democrat or not.
I have no idea.
What's wrong with the blacks?
What's wrong with the blacks? I don't think anything is wrong with the blacks.
You know,
What do you mean?
they always complaining. They want affirmative action. They want reparation.
That's not my stance to say.
I'm sorry.
That's not my stance that's not my place to say.
Why do you think they complain so much?
Do they complain? I don't know.
You don't know that they're complaining. Do you believe racism exists?
I don't like racism, so I try not to, I guess, involve myself with any acts of racism.
You believe it exists?
Yeah, people are always racist to me.
Always racist to you? People like who?
Well, I live near Skid Row, so homeless people will be talking crazy. So, yeah.
What do they say to you?
People just make Asian jokes to me all the time.
They do?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example?
One time this homeless guy kept, taunting me and saying, konnichiwa and shit, and, was just, just really, fucking with me.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't cool.
Was he black?
He was homeless, so I don't remember.
And he was saying, kiwichiwa?
Konnichiwa, that's Japanese.
What does that mean?
Hello in Japanese or something.
Is that racist?
It is racist, yeah.
Because he said hello to you in Japanese is racist?
Yeah, because I'm not Japanese.
What are you?
I'm Chinese.
But he can't tell the difference.
He's being racist.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did you tell him that?
No, I was trying to run away. He was following me.
Suppose he just thought you were Chinese. I mean Japanese.
It wasn't cool.
Really?
Yeah.
So you believe racism exists?
Yeah. It definitely exists.
And do you have another example of it?
No.
You know why? It doesn't exist.
Why doesn't it exist?
Because it's a made-up word in order to divide and conquer the people.
Okay.
It doesn't exist. Everybody got the same problems.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what race you are, you have the same problem.
Okay.
Have you noticed that?
If you want to talk back to the slavery days, you don't think racism exists?
No.
So what is your interpretation of slavery?
Those were the days. Those were the times.
Okay.
There were more black slave owners than white slave owners here in this country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Is that racism?
Wait, that's a fact? There was more black slave owners?
Not more. I don't know about more, but a whole lot of blacks owned slaves too during that time.
Oh, okay.
Is that racism?
I don't know.
Yeah. But would you consider that racism?
That black people own slaves?
Yeah.
No.
Would you consider racism that white people own slaves?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because you're skin color, you're a slave?
So what?
Just because of your skin color, you're a slave?
But if black people own slaves and
Yeah,
white people...
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. But they're not racist if they own black slaves.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't have the answers.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But why you believe it then if you don't have answers?
Believe what?
That was racism when the white people did it.
I don't know. I don't know.
So on a daily basis, what do you normally focus on or think about? What's your life like? What's it, what are you?
It's a lot of working. I work a lot. So I'm doing interviews, I'm writing, I have social media I need to post. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Which did you like best, being a freelance? You still do that sometimes, I guess. Or being a talk show host? Social media personality?
Yeah,
You like that better?
of course.
And why is that?
Because I'm my own boss.
Yeah. You like being your own boss?
Yeah.
I know what you mean. What do you like about it?
I call the shots.
You call a shot? Amazing. Do you have fear?
Yeah.
And what does fear feel like?
Fear of failing.
And what is failing?
I don't know, just rejection.
Rejection. And what do you mean by that?
Getting rejected or failing at something you want to do.
Do you believe you can live a life without fear?
Yeah.
So why don't you do that then?
I mean, that's why I work on my mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth here. When you forgive your parents, especially your mother, fear gonna disappear. You're gonna see there's no such thing as failing. You only feel like you're gonna fail because you compare yourself to someone else.
Right.
Or something else, right?
Yeah.
But if you never compare yourself to anyone else, there's no such thing as failure.
Interesting.
That makes sense? What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, that's a great. Yeah.
Yeah. So once you do that, you're gonna be fine, but you gotta forgive your mother so you can be yourself again.
Right.
How do your brother feel about her? How does he feel?
Oh, they're great.
He
My brother has a great relationship with my parents.
Oh, he does? With his mother too? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's okay.
How does he feel about the way you feel about her?
He knows I'm working on it.
Yeah? Amazing.
Yeah.
So how do you see America? Is America the greatest country just out of heaven?
I mean, it's all I know, so I don't know.
You ever think about that? What do you think about?
I'm just focused on my work and my mental health.
And your mental health?
Yeah.
Amazing. And everything else you're just not paying attention to?
It's out of my control. What do I got to say about America?
Really?
Yeah.
And have you gone back to where your parents are from? You ever gone there? You never been there?
I went there when I was 5, but
Really?
yeah.
Do you ever want to visit there? Why not?
China's scary.
It's scary?
Yeah.
Yeah. In what way?
It's communist.
Yeah. Especially now, huh?
Yeah.
You know that they're going to eventually be stronger than America, right?
Why?
Because America focuses on transgender and all the wrong things and critical race theory. You heard that?
What is that?
The black people teaching the white people that they are bad and that they are better than the whites, and they're teaching the kids that white people are bad and black people are good, and their focus is on the wrong thing.
Interesting.
You never heard of critical race theory? Where have you been? High?
No, I don't even smoke that much. I work. I'm working.
How come you don't know the mess that's going on in this country then?
Because
Why?
I don't pay attention to negative stuff.
Does your boyfriend pay attention to it?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
And so you just get up every day, go to work on your mental self by doing yoga and all that. How does yoga help you?
It's a very, very hot class, so it really helps me. Just getting through it is very physically and mentally exhausting. So getting through that shows me I can get through anything in life.
Yeah. Oh, good. I know what I want to ask you there. I got to put you on the hot seat and all that good stuff. All right?
Yep.
Should a man ever marry an educated woman?
What?
Should a man
Yes.
But educated women don't make for good wives and mothers
Why?
because they think that they're equal to the man and they're not going to be willing to stay home and raise his children and keep his
Are
house
you
up.
married?
No.
Okay.
Why you ask?
There you go. Because your viewpoints are wild, sir.
What do you mean?
You're talking about why would a guy marry an educated woman?
Right.
That's crazy. because all women are educated. Well, not all, but
Right.
I would assume like the people I surround myself are educated. So why would you not like?
But if you notice, check out your educated friends who are married. You have friends who are married, right? You notice they don't make for good wives and
That's not
good
true.
mothers.
Why would they not make for good wives and mothers? I think
Because they think they're equal to the man, so they want to be working. They try to make the man be their wife at home and all that kind of crap.
I think it's a mutual relationship when you're raising kids.
In what way is it mutual?
I think you're both parenting. It's not one over the other.
But you do agree that the woman should stay home and raise his children,
No.
right? And keep the house going, cooking
No.
and cleaning. And
No.
what's the purpose
Why?
of that?
Why? Just because society says that's the normal? No. It's 2023.
What does that mean?
It means that's not reality.
So how would a family?
If the woman is making more money than the men, the woman's gonna be working.
But why would a man marry a woman that's making more money than him and want to work?
What's wrong with that?
She won't make for a good wife. He need his wife to stay home and
If
watch.
she's making more money, then the man better take care of the kids. What?
Would you stay home and let's say you got married?
No, I have to do.
How about if you had children with him?
Then yeah, I would definitely dedicate my time to my
You would
children.
stay home and watch over his children?
Sure.
Oh, so that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, I wouldn't put my career to the side, but that's why I don't have children right now.
Yeah. And you shouldn't if you're unwilling to set your life aside and watch over his children, right?
Right.
Does he know you're unwilling to do that?
We don't talk about that.
Oh, you don't? But you will before you marry, right? Because it's going to be a big argument if you don't.
Right.
Will you let him know you're not staying home?
If we ever get to that point, I'll let you know.
All this it seems strange to you to do it the right
does,
way.
Yeah.
And why?
Because your viewpoints are just very, I just don't agree with them.
But did your mother stay home and watch over your father's
She
children?
worked late night shifts, so my grandma took care of us.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That's rough. Do women have love?
Yeah.
Women have love? And where do they get the love from that they have?
I don't know. You're asking me questions that I don't know the answers to.
And why don't you know the answer to these?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you believe, so you believe women have love?
Yeah.
But you don't know where it come from? But how do you know they have love then?
Because every female has love.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I don't know the answers to these questions.
Oh, you don't?
I'm sorry.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
But will you think on these?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So listen, we got to heat this up. I
All
got to
right.
throw you on the hot seat.
All right.
And I need you to answer these questions as quickly as possible.
Okay.
The hot seat.
What is a man?
A human?
I'm sorry?
A human?
What is love?
Love? I don't know. How do you define love? Liking? A strong version of like?
Is sex love?
Sometimes.
Should a man ever cater to a woman's emotions?
They should always.
Do Asian people have Asian privilege?
What is that?
You know how they say white people have white privilege?
I don't think so. I think Asians are the most picked on.
The most picked on?
Yeah.
Would you rather live in England, Haiti, China, or South Africa?
England.
England. Does a chicken have lips?
No.
Who do you prefer, Beyonce or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Rihanna. True or false? Abortion is worse than slavery.
Holy shit. No comment.
Is the Illuminati real?
I have no idea.
Is the earth round or flat?
I don't f***ing know.
Are you a team Kanye or a team Kim?
Neither.
Should transgender men be allowed to compete in women's sport?
Sure.
Did the cow eat the cabbage?
I have no idea.
Does a chicken have lips?
You already asked that.
What is a woman?
A human.
A human?
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yes.
Amazing. Thank you for coming
You're
on.
welcome.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Tell the folks how to get your show.
Oh yeah,
and-
follow me on Instagram, Shirley Ju, SHIRJU. Subscribe to my YouTube. It's Shirley's Temple. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I really appreciate you.
Thank
so
you.
you had fun, right?
Yeah.
Was it hard for you?
Yeah, because your viewpoints are wild, but you know it's cool. Everyone has their own opinion.
But you got to admit, it's food for thought.
It is.
You're going to think about some of that, right?
Yeah.
Let me know when you go and forgive your mother.
I will.
Will you let me know?
I will.
You're going to see a miracle in you.
Thank you. I
You
hope
really
so.
are.
I hope so.
That whole mental
Yeah.
illness mess going to disappear.
I hope so.
All right?
Thank you.
And thank you all for tuning in. I absolutely appreciate it. Don't forget that The Fallen State is now on Rumble. What? Oh, I'm sorry. On locals.com. So click the link in the description to support our work and become a member of The Fallen State to help support us as well. Let me hear from you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Amazing.